Hi, this is Ennis from Never Stop Trucking. Today we're talking about Sprinter vans. This is my first video about Sprinter vans, and hopefully I can help you out. And I'll tell you right away, I don't have much experience about finding loads for Sprinter vans, but I'll try to explain to you what I think you can do, and then also why I don't work with them. I have been getting a lot of emails and messages from you guys asking me whether I can dispatch you and where to find loads like that. Okay, so as always, the main load board that everyone is using is the DAT board. There are other load boards out there, but DAT board is the most the well-known board. Anyone knows it, and there are most loads over there as well. And then you also have some brokers websites. So today I'll be concentrating on Power DAT board. That's what I use, and that's what I highly recommend you guys use as well. But you can also use Trucker's Edge. There's Trucker's Edge Pro, a lot of different options that fit everyone's needs and everyone's budget. Okay, why don't I work with Sprinter vans? I personally don't work with them. That's the biggest reason, because I don't know the markets. I don't know where to find loads. I don't know how they work, because all this the last almost 20 years I've been concentrating on semi trucks, a little bit on straight trucks, but mostly on semi trucks, and Sprinter vans are just not something that I do. But the company where I worked before, they worked with Sprinter vans. I was on the side of with the semi truck, and they use Selectus. Actually, I am the one that set them up with Selectus, because the owner, my boss, asked me at that time, hey, why don't you call them up, see how much they are, and set up Selectus. So that's what I did. I called Selectus, and they were very expensive, and I'm imagining they're still very expensive. And then I got through the training with them, numerous of phone calls, a lot of things, because they wanted to make sure they wouldn't just take anyone. They had limits, like how much equipment you can have, like the minimum number of trucks, number of years in business, ratings. They looked into everything, and then we finally set it up. And first few months, nothing. Okay, because Selectus is a different kind of a beast. It's not like DAT board, you just go there and there are loads and you just start booking them. Selectus is different. It's mostly networking between brokers and carriers, and you have to gain trust. You have to build a following. You have to update your equipment, post your equipment, look for loads. And then in the beginning you can't ask for a lot of money, because everyone has heard of Selectus, and everyone's like, well, everyone is making so much money, they pay well, I'll do it too. No, you're not, because in the beginning they're not going to even look at you. Even if they give you a load, that load is not going to be much better than a load that you find off of a load board. Okay, but with time, you've been gaining trust and some traction, then they will offer you more loads, better loads. You can negotiate better rates, and then it will take you few months, maybe even years to accomplish that. But once you do that, once you do everything safely, once you update everything that they've been asking you to updating, and tracking and all that, then you have the luxury of asking for better rates and doing better rates. And I've heard, honestly, this company that I worked for, when we set up Selectus, they struggled for a while. There was nothing. If this was someone else, I would. If this was me, I would have just canceled it. Honestly, because why pay so much money and you don't book any loads. But they had one guy that just kept doing it, kept asking, and then after that they started booking loads. For Sprinter vans with crazy money. These expedite loads. They were paying much more money for a small load that goes on a Sprinter van than for a big semi truck. Way more money. It was just crazy. But like I said, it takes a long time to do that, and not everyone is gonna make it to that point, to that level. So Selectus is one option for you. Also, I know some companies, that's what I did. I owned a small van. It wasn't a Sprinter van, it was kind of like one of those U-Haul box trucks that had a bed, like 14 feet, I want to say, in the back. But with those kind of trucks, including Sprinter vans, you have to have someone. You have to be contracted out to someone else, to someone else's company, and they just give you freight, like whether it's small packages that you deliver to multiple stops or like a dedicated route that you do, and they take all the money and then give you just enough to cover your expenses, your fuel, and then make some money. But that's really not, you're not gonna make much money at the end, because with maintenance and fuel, your taxes that you have to pay, you're gonna make same money as if you worked in just like I don't know, factory. Okay, you're not gonna make much money that way. You think you are, but at the end of the year, when you calculate how much work you did, how much expenses you had, then it turns out you didn't make that much money. Okay, so if you in Sprinter vans, Selectus is one choice. Finding someone, a local store that maybe does, let's just say, medical equipment. Okay, medical packages. Something else that's dedicated, because what I did was I delivered Avon for the ladies that they were reselling Avon, like the makeup and all those things, and then I would just deliver it to the resellers. I had a few routes that I would just do it all the time, and I had my own truck. At the end, I didn't make much money. It was just okay money. And then DAT board. Let's go to DAT board now, and then I'll show you how to post. And then, like I said, most of you guys that do Sprinter vans probably know this better than I do, but I just want to show it to people who maybe didn't know, or people who are about to start this. What I know about posting loads, posting a search for a Sprinter van. So just let's go to DAT board here. There are two options here on Power DAT board. You have any and only, and then on Trucker side it used to be like general and specific, something like that. So they have two options on both. You can, like any equipment you see, like let's just say you want van, you just do van. But with only, you have specifics. They were like specific equipment. So let's just do any. Okay, so I like to do Chicago. Chicago is a good area. Today is Sunday, but I'm just gonna post all week next week. So what you can do is select both of these, van standard and van specialized. Okay, so we're gonna do standard and specialized. Okay, and then we're gonna do Chicago, and I want to have as many loads as I can. So I'm just gonna do two. Now this is a search. Okay, so you can also go to post trucks. So here 200 miles, deadhead for the pickup, and then here on the Power DAT board, in order to select few days, you hold shift button on your keyboard. So press here Monday 23rd, and then hold your shift, and then it will select all these dates from 23rd to 27th. Now the length is crucial. Also, you want to choose partial, just partial, because full loads will not fit on your van, or both. So we're just gonna do partial. Let's just say you have 10 available, 10 feet in length available, and then weight. I mean 10,000 pounds. I'm just gonna leave this open and see what we can find, and then we're gonna go to search. Okay. Now, what's nice here about a search option on Power DAT board, you can choose brokers that you want to show only, and then choose brokers that you don't want to work with. Okay, here. So that's what you can do here, and then you can easily drag this for the deadhead and all that, and age. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it maybe a little bit older, so we can show more loads. And now let me see, we have this so this is a partial that will, it's too long. Okay, so if we want to find something shorter, let's just say Granville to Victor, Iowa, and then this has to be a box truck. So you have to look at the specifics here. So it has to be a dock high box truck. Okay, let me see something shorter here. This is also 10 feet, and then it's two U boxes. Okay, but it's 5,000 pounds. You have over 700 miles, $700. So that's not cool. Okay, now if we go to post trucks, then the brokers will see the trucks that you're posting. So I'm just gonna delete these two postings that I had from before, and then we're gonna do the same thing, but we can leave a comment here. So we're gonna click on Monday the 23rd, press shift to select all these, and choose Chicago, Illinois, 200 miles. We can change that later. And then destination, we leave that open. We'll do partial, length 10 feet, and then weight we'll just remove here. And then you can do well, let's just do 10,000 pounds and set audible alarm, and then whenever there is a load coming out, it will give you a sound. So the more specifics you have here, the better chance is of them calling you. So you can just say, like fresh hours, you have blankets, I don't know, straps, whatever you have, and then put it here in the comments, and then we will post that load, and then we will change the radius here to 200 afterwards. Okay, and then press enter. So we did van here, but I should add VH. VH is van hotshot. That's for your Sprinter van. Okay, so we can do van hotshot, and then just save it. And there is nothing. Let's do 200. So we have these two. So this one, that's the one we found over it, but it says dock height box truck, and then I guess you have to call them because the Sprinter vans are not dock high. And then we have this Indianapolis to Michigan City, and they're transporting one motorcycle, must have ramps, and they're paying the whole $295 to transport it. So that's your way of looking for van hotshot. Now, like I said, today is Sunday, so there are more loads on a weekday, but when we go to search loads, then we have more options here, and then we can add, let me see what else can we add. So if we go to only, that means it's specialized. That means we can choose now what we want to do. So we can add van hotshot. Now we could add maybe a straight truck, that's SB straight box truck, and then see what they have for a straight truck. And you could just call them up and ask them, hey, will this fit on a van? Because there's a more straight truck loads here. For example, this one here, but they need a 96-inch clearance for the door. Same thing here. Let me see about this one. That's Sacramento. So this is 4 feet only. Yeah, but these are probably will work only for straight truck. Okay. Like I said before, for sprinter vans, it's a more specific market. It's not something that I would want to mess with, because I don't know a lot about it. But I just made this video because some people asked me to make a video, and I don't think it helped you much. But if you have any questions about this video, let me know. Thanks for watching. I'll see you around.